Swift.
No, her
Then
latest,
you want to wake up.
her latest album was less
5 seconds
Fury Poppy. It was
remaining.
more.
Yeah, T Swift is dark
Yeah.
now. She's
Yeah.
like Avril Lavigne circa
OG
2006. She doesn't have anything to lose.
Really, that is a very specific metaphor, and I totally get where you're going with that. That's not bad.
Thank
Is
you.
that really where we're at? I haven't listened to the new album.
Luckily for me, I think we're just about at the new drafting phase. I'm not going to go on any topics about anything except for unless it's Disney related. Okay, so goodbye to that. Let's start talking about the next draft. You think we're going to
10
see any
seconds
switch up?
remaining.
Will we see something different? And what have we
Will
seen
they
in the
shake
past?
it up?
I've got-
Shake it up. Show me the shake up.
I can see it. More information from the
Evil
future.
geniuses
Looks like Uji's
turn
going to
to
take
bad.
Terrorblade again, but this time first.
First phase
Yeah.
Terrorblade. He is not kidding around. We do not have the draft yet, so this is a real prediction. Gods, could that possibly happen?
It could.
You don't know Bulba like I know
Scary.
Bulba.
Oh my goodness gracious. Backhanded ideas? Did he tell you what he was going to
No,
do?
he didn't, but he doesn't have to.
Listen, Martha
10
Stewart, I don't
seconds
want any of that
remaining.
on my panel. You get backside information, you don't share that here, okay?
5
Use your brain,
seconds
not your
remaining.
secrets.
trying.
All right. Anyway, we'll go ahead and head on to the draft. As you can see, we got Nyx Assassin out, Darkseer is out. Will we see that first pick Terrorblade? I'm very excited to know.
First phase, not first pick.
I don't think
It's different.
EG will stick to the formula of getting Ortiz's hero third, fourth. Until later in the tournament where it's like, you know, I think we saw some of the early mages where it's like got to a point where it's like Arc War and it's like, okay, we value this so high, we're going to first. I don't think they want to show teams that they value TB as like a must.
Yeah, but this is a huge game to win. You go to the upper bracket guaranteed, you get a couple days
5
off.
seconds
UG
remaining.
really value their free
Yeah,
time.
but it's just not a sprint. It's a marathon. This is a.
You're in Disneyland.
8-day
You're trying to go to the park. If they don't win here, they got to play tomorrow instead of being able to go on the rides.
Don't you want to go to Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, I kind of do actually.
Yeah,
Can we take
exactly.
tomorrow off? Do we get tomorrow off? No, I'm down for that.
We must work. The only Haunted Mansion here,
What if we just
What-
didn't show up though? Like, what's the worst that could happen theoretically?
I believe you get fired.
We had 4 BO3s today, and you know we kind of split down the middle. What if we just did all 4 so that we had tomorrow off, and then
That's
they
true.
could have done all 4 tomorrow? That's what
a
we
good point.
should have done.
I like that idea.
I don't think that's good for the viewers or for my sanity at all. I literally do not want to talk to you guys for 12 hours in one day.
OG
Why?
Think of the
turn to
roller
bad.
coaster tonight.
I think about my own time.
Magic Mountain.
Don't you like?
The draft is ahead, boys. We must continue with the Dota. Please.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand,
Enigma.
I'm gonna stand outside of your hotel room with the boombox.
No, not again,
Play
Kyle.
Disney music
Please.
until the wee hours of the morning.
As long as it's Disney music.
Geniuses
I'm
turn
into it.
to ban.
Hey,
All right, so the draft. Drow Ranger, no free win for OG. We saw them winning all their OG games, and now that Drow component is out, is their victory out? Perhaps.
I still have no idea what you're saying. With somebody.
What are you talking about? They won
Victory
every
out?
game.
What is victory
With
out?
the victory out? You did.
Is that good or bad? Does that mean you
10
won or
seconds
lost?
remaining.
I don't know.
Is that a way to just kind of
5
pose an
seconds
open-ended
remaining.
question?
Yes.
You can just do it more like an English teacher. Like, how does this make you feel?
Listen, that's a host job. The host isn't supposed to tell you anything about the game. They're supposed to get you guys to give your personalities with open-ended, frankly, ridiculous questions. I already know what they're going to pick. It's your opportunity to shine.
How nice too. First 2
I told you. I already told you. Like, I don't know what to do about
Yeah.
it. Like, I can't change. I think they're gonna ban probably Doom. Probably ban Doom here. I don't think you want to give that hero away. It just seems it's
Yeah.
just like the best offlaner, but more important, it's adaptable. You could play it as a 4 or a 5. Solo did that, and you buy it. You get a creep. You just get a free creep, and you have the ability to manufacture gold. Like the mechanics that no other hero can replicate, and that makes it busted. And it's one of the things that should have hopefully been nerfed a long time ago, but it will be eventually. 100 gold every devour, 40-second cooldown, 150 talent for it at 15. Like that's insane. That's 250 gold every 40 seconds. So if you multiply that by a
OGs
third,
turn to
it's
pick.
almost 400.
I mean, it sounds good. It sounds convincing, but I feel like you could make a similar argument about so many heroes in Dota and describe what a spell does and be like, it's so OP.
Yeah.
You know, like Meepo, he gets his spell, he gets 2 of them, and then he gets 3 and 4 of them. And like, how is that balanced? You know, you get 4 Meepos. That's not balanced having 4 heroes.
Sure, but Doom also deletes an enemy hero. They ban the Fury, and so
Yeah, and you have
typical-
Meepo. You can't delete all 4. You can only delete
Oh
one
my
of the
god!
4.
But you only have to kill the one. Like, what are you going? Where are you going with this?
Yeah, the fact that it's
5
Dota.
seconds.
We've
everything's
seen
OP.
Meepo lose in 20 minutes in the one game we saw. It's not good.
So Doom struggled to win in 38 minutes.
Evil
It's not that.
geniuses
That's
turn to
anecdotal. And I don't like
Yes,
this. I
Miko
don't like
is
this.
also anecdotal.
If you're EG and you're Bulba, you say, LOL guys, they picked Oracle. I can't do the Bulba voice properly. I've been trying to work on it.
And
Doom Terrorblade. Bang.
What are you talking about? Oracle's been winning a lot of games. He's the best
It's
support
just
in
not.
Dota.
It's really bad against Doom because you don't actually deal with Doom. You can't save a target that is doomed.
Why not?
Because did you watch Doom?
I did.
Okay, well you should know. Like there was no way for mere mortal to take out the Rock.
you could maybe
Nah.
save them, but they're not. Normally, the idea is you can false promise them, and they're going to get,
That's one.
some spells out.
No, please don't be right. Please.
If I'm right, can I leave? Can I just leave?
No, we need
Oh.
you. You're very educated if you're right. Please. We need your genius on this panel.
Well, that's what they're talking about. You theoretically could go for the Rasta because that will probably get banned, and I think that was critical just because the Hex mechanic isn't purgeable. That's huge. And Crit also owned the lane. He got first blood by himself. He just walked down.
He got first blood
5
while
seconds
forcing the
remaining.
TP home. He 1v2'd the supports.
Yes, with boots and tanks.
Yeah, it was.
Turn
I think they're picking a support here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to pick two cores first.
I'll give you that. I don't know about the Bane. They go first.
It's just their, I think teams generally with their fives just have a ranking order. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
Oracle 1, Silencer 2, Bane 3, or each team is slightly different, but when it comes to 5, it's just personal preference for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, I can see it. The Bat was banned. I know No-Tail played it once in a Drow lineup,
That's correct.
so it's possibly a 5. But it feels weird. It seems a bit too early. Complexity got punished by this in Mumbai a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
They gain a critical game 3. They go with this first 2 bat, and he just gets countered. And there's no longer a lane for the hero. And with the new style, you want to go like bots early, get drums, get like Yules or something. You like just run around all game. You're on map, but it's predicated upon getting ahead. If you don't have a good lane matchup, that is not possible.
Right.
As a support, I actually
10
haven't
seconds
seen it
remaining.
enough to really judge properly what its game impact is. But if that's your support
5
duo, I'm
seconds
already a bit
remaining.
worried about your damage output.
No damage, no real lockdown. Like,
Yeah.
your support Bat Rider, potentially a 5 position. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
Lasso's not really a
Time to
reliable
ban.
disable. That.
EG banned the Terrorblade out, and that could be it's smart as well. To your point, old Bulba, right? The
Yeah.
one I understood. He probably just giggles and goes Doom Terrorblade, but he recognizes, look, they're prioritizing bat. They could be baiting the Terrorblade into this first 2 bat. And they first do the bat anyway, and he's like, yeah, told you guys, and then he bans it out himself because you don't want to pick TB into bat.
Great save for your extremely wrong
I was just saying, I'm like, how
Well-
is he going to spin this so that his TP
5
prediction was
seconds
actually
remaining.
correct?
It
Mm.
obviously was on their mind. In fact, you can see that they didn't pick it, but it was their next choice. It
Truly.
just happened to be a ban, not a pick.
Unbelievable.
I was one slow. Sorry.
Who could have
What?
thought that team
Look, dude,
valued
I'm
terribly?
literally like
You were selling.
you watched.
No, they weren't. Being one short as if they like third picked it instead of second picked it. Instead of first 2 picking it, they banned the hero. Saying we had zero interest in
How have you
playing
guys been
TV.
watching Game of Thrones, okay?
Oh, no spoilers here.
No. But like you look into the fire and read the future, right? So that's what I'm doing, and it gets a little jumbled. It's tough to know like exactly what's happening.
Okay.
You just pick out like you kind of see this little thing. I'm saying I saw it. I just was wrong
Becoming
about
clear,
what it
there's
was.
no actual analysis. You just finding some random voodoo magic stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you make a reference
10 seconds
and it's
remaining.
Disney, I don't know what you're talking about. What you should have said is Maleficent
seconds
looking
remaining.
into her evil crystal ball. All right?
Wait.
Get with the program.
Maleficent. I thought
Evil geniuses turn
Maleficent is evil. You can't say that.
She is literally a villain according to the lore.
Are you sure?
Maybe not in Kingdom Hearts lore, but that lore is truly messed up. Sorry, Disney.
Whoa.
It's got problems. We'll fix it later. Let's talk about the game. Great games, though. Love them. Let's go into Morphling and Weaver. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we're seeing some picks based off
10
these
seconds
teams.
remaining.
OG has been running Bat Rider. They're one of the only ones. AG's been running some
5
Weaver,
seconds
too,
remaining.
lately. So these guys have done their research. This is good to know. Powerful heroes, though?
Weaver's always been one of those carries that people thought was. I mean, used to really hard counter Bat Rider in lane. Nowadays, I don't think it's quite as one-sided, but still good matchup.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the idea.
you hate playing these 2 heroes against stuff with catch or reach, and Weaver just provides so much support in that regard. You find them, isolate them, throw out bugs, and can't really turn around and try and kill a Weaver with no real stun. So
Please tell me this is S4 Puck.
it might be
Oh,
More like the grid, but
possible.
hard to say.
It's open. It's completely open
Yeah.
because the Doom could still be a support as well, but it's more like
3-4
the
where
10
they're
seconds remaining.
Puck Doom will be laning in that line together.
I don't know. When VP actually had these exact same
seconds
heroes,
remaining.
Puck Doom, they went Doom 5 and Puck. Oh no, it was LGD. I think they went FY Doom
They
and
did.
Puck mid, Puck off lane.
Yeah, they're the next.
So that's what I mean. It's like impossible to really know. That's where again, it's like I could talk about it and say, oh, I don't know, but like there isn't really much to go on. There's a lot of possibilities.
It's also like the different. It's not like we're talking about one of them going mid and then one of them going support. It's like they're going to be laning together. The expectation is the 3-4 combo.
But who do you think is better? Let's make some real comments on this panel. Crit or S4? The old gods versus the new.
That's a really easy.
Yeah?
Right, Gods?
Who's better? Are we talking about like who's a better puck or who's just a better
Who's
player?
a better puck?
Better Puck. That's a
Crit
score.
Or S4? Gods.
I mean, in what context?
You just turned a really hard question into a softball. Just
Trying to get any answer, really.
I mean, S4 is the iconic puck. That's one answer.
But is he better?
I just think Crit's the best player in ED.
Whoa!
I agree.
Which means, maybe he could be comparable on puck to S4 these days. I don't know. I just think Crit is this incredibly talented.
Yes. What
He
a
is-
great answer.
He's like one of the top 5 players in the world right now.
I would
Yep.
say so.
Okay.
Oh, we're agreeing on
Go
something.
on.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is what Disneyland is all about.
Yeah.
Two people coming together, finding
10 seconds
friendship in the
remaining.
darkest of places in a Dota 2 panel.
Maybe these two teams will leave friends again.
5 seconds.
I hope so.
remaining.
There's a better chance of
Don't. Think about it. Think about what you're about
Yeah.
to
But
say.
Crit's a Disney.
Think about
let
it.
me. There's not a very good chance. That's all. That's it. That's all I got.
Not very Disney magic.
There's a better chance of the Fox.
That friendship did work out.
Not at the end.
OG.
Spoilers!
They had to- well-
And what if I told you about these panels?
God, that movie made me cry when I was a kid.
I hope so. I hope something made you cry as a kid, because right now you're really upsetting me. And I hope you had some kind of trauma.
Actually, I had a
Troll Warlord has been picked.
traumatic childhood. Yeah.
This is a hero just like PA. People have kind of been figuring it out. We saw it so much in the last major. We haven't seen it too much lately, and it's the same kind of deal. You run up to that troll,
10
you make sure that he
seconds
can't get out of
remaining.
control. Agree here? Do they have the lineup to
5
push pressure that,
seconds
boys?
remaining.
I think it
Maybe.
makes sense for OG. It's going to give them a tempo hero. It's a hero for Anik, takes Roshan, kind of ticks some good boxes, but they are picking it early, knowing that it's going to get pseudo countered. But I think Troll is one of those carries you can pick early when not too much is revealed, because it always is going to have a good lane and generally can itemize for whatever the enemy team picks.
And it's also just great against the bat. You deny that as a laning option, and you've already got delivery with the Puck and the Doom. Just like a nice hero. And I think EG right now is putting a lot of emphasis on the laning phase. They feel like if they can win that stage of the game, they're going to be able to collect their W quite easily. Beast for a bit more tempo. Very good hero against Bane. Really good against Lifestealer too, because you deny the rage as a survival tool. Again though, it's the same concern where I feel like there's just too much single target on this draft, and it's really important that the troll has an incredible game.
Yeah, they need to kind of snowball this one.
Yeah, and I'm also
10
scared whenever I
seconds
see that
remaining.
no core has the ability to impact the laning phase. Like if you're gonna rotate
5
as a
seconds
Beastmaster, it's
remaining.
okay. I'm gonna go here and push a tower, but you can't actually gank the lanes, and your supports can't roam either, assuming they're Oracle Bat. It just feels tough. Whereas if Sumail gets like one rune, one good rotation, all of a sudden there's like a level 8 Puck who's a force on the map, and you have no way to kill him. Oh, it's not gonna be Sumail.
It does feel like OG's last pick is going to be something that can play fast paced with the Beastmaster, though. Like at least that's what I'd like to see them pick. Something that can move to lanes with Beastmaster, find some kills, push towers.
And you ban Medusa here, I think, if you're EG for sure.
Yeah.
You just definitely ban Medusa. That hero is so busted right now. I think behind Drow, Medusa is like
OG's
second
turn
best,
to
just
ban.
super strong. Naga's a nice ban too. Doom is ineffective. Lifestealer gets beaten by Naga as well. And
No.
it gives what?
I'm a little behind the times. Why is Medusa so strong? What's her big deal?
One of the few heroes in the meta that's still got a damage talent. It's really good, level 10.
Okay.
You farm the triple camp super efficiently. The Mystic Snake talent is just
10
busted,
seconds
and
remaining.
you naturally itemize to be incredibly durable
5 seconds
by just
remaining.
buying the items that you increase your farming speed and damage output. Plus, you have massive BKB piercing teamfight with your R button.
I'd say it's also like just a hero that's kind of straightforward to build a game plan around.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's this tanky frontliner. The ease of execution is there, which is, even when you're best teams in the world, it's nice to have something that's easy to execute.
Oh,
Wow. Insta-lock right there for the Monkey King. Surprisingly enough.
I think Monkey's been a bit underpicked. There was one game earlier today, Vici Gaming won a gaming with it. They kind of snowballed.
Yep, Vici's been running Monkey King actually a lot. It's one of their signature heroes for a couple months now. But not too many other
10
people
seconds
catching on. It
remaining.
looks like OG, though, got the memo. Why in this game, though? Is Monkey any
5
good against
seconds remaining.
Lifestealer? And
Gives you
Doom?
team fight. Pretty decent against Lifestealer.
Hmm?
Long range interrupt for the Bane grip.
Yeah, and when you're this like lineup that wants to just like play this fast tempo, take objectives, take Roshan, this Wukong's command is a great way to like deter
You may
EG
now
from
select
fighting
your
into you.
heroes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
If you're at the Roche pit and there's a monkey there, you're like, well, if we go, he's just going to Wukong and destroy us. Similar thing, like if you do get that snowball going, you're pushing high ground.
Yep.
Troll is kind of hard to siege with when you're getting chipped away, you're getting peeled, as you like to say. Monkey King kind of zones people away.
Yep. And I like the Lesh pick from EG. That's gonna be Sumel's. And yeah, he will pick it up. I think this is a pattern EG falls into a bit that I'm not super sold on, where they win with this hero, with Sumel specifically, they just pick it again. Or they let him dictate their game too. Like I think the last major where he was just like, I want Quap, picks Quap like terrible, like they lost the game. It just feels like a bit of a throwaway. Here, I love the synergy with Doom Lifestealer. I think it's all about the laning phase once again. If
10
Sumel can
seconds
rock
remaining.
Thompson for a second consecutive game, I think they take this.
5
Otherwise,
seconds
50-50.
remaining.
Well, great analysis. Thank you very much, Kyle. John's feeling anything? Real quick?
No, I think it's a more even draft. At least for OG, I think it's something I'm going to be a bit more well suited to playing. Thompson Monkey King, it's a classic, and I think it gives him a better lane mid against Sumail on a hero that he's just very confident.
Okay. Well, our analysts have decided that yet again we're probably going to see a close game, but will it be? I sure hope so. We had a great game 1, and game 2 is looking to be just as exciting. But why guess when we could find out so shortly? Small little break, and we'll be right back for this game with Odie Pixel and Tsunami. Oh,
Prepare for battle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another game. Game 2 of EG versus OG. I'm Odie Pixel here with Tsunami once again for this one. And game 1 was quite enjoyable back and forth. Did certainly end with EG looking to be the dominant side, taking that victory. Tsunami, the second game, different drafts, different heroes. What are we reckoning from the off?
Thompson is finally going to be able to play something that's Thompson style. Kyle alluded
30
towards,
seconds.
maybe Sumil will be able to rock Thompson again. There is a entirely different, mindset between rocking a Thompson Pango versus rocking a Thompson Monkey King. This is a different beast, and a hero that will actually be relevant as a damage-dealing force later in the game. Actually, we got something going on.
Yeah, it's crit. He's going to take the level 1 Scorched Earth for this one. He's ready to chase down Anna and get...
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Bud.
Well, hang on.
I'm talking about this Beastmaster Boar and this Oracle being able to get a kill.
We thought we were going to see first blood up top. It wasn't the case. It was down bottom. OG, Jerax, he's the one getting. They do get the kill, of course, up top, but not before OG got it themselves.
And yet again, EG are like, alright, fine, whatever. You can get first blood. We'll get all 4 bounty runes instead.
Oh, they'll take that. That's a trade worth having. Notes out. Run down here by Crit. Crit, get the sticky napalm stacking up on him a little bit. 4 of them.
So, in some situations, a 5-position Batrider would be a real surprise, but OG have run this before, and as a result, it does seem like EG are prepared for it. Bulba, I'm sure, had notes on what to do, and while there's nothing like specifically situational against him, like, oh, let's like get like a Nyx Assassin or something like that, you don't really need to prepare that heavily for a Batrider. You just need to know a 5-position Batrider. You just need to know that it's gonna happen. So they drafted accordingly, and we'll see what No Tail's capable of on it. Like it's not like, well, actually Crit has picked up a stick very, very early on, as is S4, so they are aware of what to expect at least.
We'll see what sort of impact he has on this position and how much he can do in terms of making space for Ana to find the farm on this top lane. S4, let's use the orb to jump back a bit. Start to get those stacks built up upon him. Bottom lane, Arteezy already backing up, having to pop the first salve against this lane as Seb and Jarek so far doing a good job of controlling the farm down bottom. This 2v2. Lane, of course, will be the interesting one as well. Last game, game 1, we did see Sumail get a significant lead in farm against Topson. This time round, with the heroes being as they are, though, unlikely to see sort of the same story happen, and a definite chance for Topson to break ahead earlier this time.
Yeah, and a hero who will hopefully be able to do some sort of pick-off thing. Like, Pango, I don't know, it did not feel very Topson-y, and the way that he was playing it was also not a way that I would have expected. Like him going the utility build.
Sure, especially when it's a mid Pango.
Exactly. I was expecting like, oh, you know, like Maelstrom Javelins.
Yeah, you get an early Javelin, you start walking around, start shredding people, but no. Yeah. And it didn't work out.
Yeah, and that may have been the reason why Ana felt so much pressure to initiate all the time. So this game, you know, Seb may not have been able to get very many RPs up, but he doesn't have to deal with the silencer this time. So Primal Roar, pretty autopilot against a Lifestealer, goes into Rage, just roar him, stun him through his spell immunity, or, you know, maybe break Bane's Fiend's Grip channel. He's going to have a lot more options available. He will hopefully be a little bit more useful, is a bit bold to say, but, you know, hopefully he'll find more utility this game.
So far, across the maps, in terms of farm, very even. Just sort of the puck that's a little, yeah, about a wave behind. Up on the top lane, S4. Not the biggest of worries for him, at least for now.
Yeah, his lane partner has decided to go down bot. His Crit prowling around. Has Hellbear Smasher, so he could get the clap off. I think they can find an opening, but Oracle Beastmaster is not a very easy target.
No, for sure.
And this is an Oracle with boots as well. Both heroes have boots on the side of OG in this offlane, so they're pretty maneuverable.
Yeah, you try and go on anyone with any sort of early point in open wounds, it's going to be removed.
Exactly, yeah, that's too.
Pretty much, yeah, impossible to make a play, unless OG overextend down here underneath the tower, but as it's been, Seb and Jax have been able to hold the lane in a good position. Make sure that Seb can get that easy farm as the Beastmaster without any threat, even with EG having the 3 members down here. Gonna mean that S4 can pick up some solo XP, as long as he doesn't get everything denied, and No Tail's doing a good job of keeping eyes on the puck, making sure that S4 is pressured away from the wave, and cannot stay close enough as Ana is able to hold that lane in prime position as the Troll, 22 and 10. Barely missing a CS at this point because of the easy lane that has been set up for him up top.
Yeah, I don't really blame Crit for leaving, because even though it does look like S4 is getting hassled, which is true, what is a Doom going to do to help against a Batrider? You're just going to be there stealing experience from the puck. Neither are you going to be able to stop him from farming his buffs, and scoops the double damage down.
He gets it before Crit's able to grab it. Doesn't manage to get the third hit into the stun, and in fact, talking about stun, Sumail gets his own up. The Boundless strike, but in fact, Topson, he's dead. Actually opts to running. Maybe if he Boundless had that lifesteal, gets a hit off, could have maybe manned up against it, but it wasn't the case. He's dead.
I mean, to be fair, he survived on like a sliver of HP after that auto attack, so he was like, I'm just going to get, you know, as much damage on this Doom as I can before I die, and then he was like, oh, I'm not dead. Now I'm going to get my Jingu stack. Well, this is awkward.
Dead Topson.
It's not often you see him miss Split Earths, see him miss Mischief timings like that. Especially against the spell so telegraphed as Split Earth, but, you know, it's a very, very small window. We have a high standard for Topson, as now No Tail, he's not going to be able to dodge a Split Earth.
No, he's not. And it's a lot harder nowadays, you know, with the Mischief. But just being able to dodge the damage, not the disable,
But he's a TI winner, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Every bit of damage does count. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. If that damage didn't hit, could have had the chance to last that. But he didn't, and he said, it's 3-1. Farm continuing to be very good for the Troll. Ana up top is going to have that bit of a head on Arteezy's Lifestealer. Down bottom, Arteezy's going to try to move forward onto Seb, but he's already lost Fly by his side. He has to be careful, Arteezy. Cannot stand anywhere closer to the two of them. It's a strong duo lane from OG. We're certainly seeing that.
Mid lane, Sumail is trying to do some fancy footwork around this Firefly.
Oh, Notel is going to die. Sumail will fall. Thompson jumps in, but Fly can do anything in terms of getting Thompson in return. Thompson trying his best to juke around the trees. With a Nightmare to set up, it's going to allow Crit to walk in, and Thompson's gone. A Shadow Blast finishes off the job, and they will kill Thompson. Same time though, Ana did manage to get S4 up on top. So we're seeing sort of Thompson die in the middle lane, but definitely the biggest warrior so far in the 6 minutes, the strongest here on the map, it is that Troll Warlord.
Yeah, and Arteezy is having an interesting build. He's got Orb of Venom Chainmail right now. I can't say I've been watching like Arteezy's pubs or anything. I don't know what his traditional Lifestealer build is, but I don't really see this very frequently, like a casual chainmail. And I'm assuming it's I don't know, the armor is about as mid lane actually. Thompson. Again.
Even with those dodges, you're saving a bit of the damage, but the stun, you cannot dodge it. He's gone.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know, a few patches ago. If I say a few patches ago, that feels like a few years ago.
Yeah. He would have just been able to get out
He would have been able to play his way out, but not anymore.
Touch him.
Gaben says no.
Probably for the best.
Silence onto Ana. He's in a lot of trouble here, and yeah, he's gone. There's no way to play his way out of that. Doesn't have the old skill yet.
Yeah.
Even then, I mean, maybe he's able to bring someone down low, but he's still going to die to a 3-man movement by that. Did not have Jerax quite close enough on support backup. That's a big one to shut down. As we say, Ana's pretty much been having a free game for this first 7.5 minutes. EG, they make a simple move, take him off the map.
EG are being, like, in game one in this game, they're so good at knowing when these carries are isolated. And they, like, I don't think that it's based off of good vision or anything. I think it's just based off of game sense, that they just know that, like, oh, it's probably isolated right now. In the mid lane they knew, and now...
And they're going for him again.
Although
It's going to be the backup, and TP's coming in.
Nope.
Diving underneath the tower for this, but straight away Jerax gets burst out of the game. Crit has to be careful as Thompson comes in with a boundless strike down onto the two. The Axis as well, slowing them up. Ana has to be so careful, he's so low. He gets burst again, and now Thompson, he's got to be very careful. He's up on the trees, jumping away. They're trying their best to deforest the area and find the Monkey King. Won't be the case. Thompson does escape. But EG, 8 minutes in, making these aggressive moves, getting their cores in favorable positions. Knocking Ana out of that top lane twice in quick succession.
Now he has to do the walk of shame whenever he respawns to some other lane as they find No-Tail trying to cut the wave.
They've got him as well. Another kill to be found for EG. 10-4. These 8 minutes. Mid lane Thompson is going to jump forward and look for Fly, but Fly, he has a Nightmare. There's also a TP available for the puck. Jerax will be able to get him out of the Nightmare, and Thompson does escape. Good job he did so as well. S4 did have the Dream Coil available, and Thompson stuck around underneath the tower. Space will be there down bottom for Seb whilst all the chaos is going on elsewhere. Seb does finish off the tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
EG continuing to posture, ready to make these moves. They have 4 heroes around this mid lane, 2 of them invading the jungle of OG.
Oh, I'm dumb. The chainmail turned into phase boots. Lol. Okay, never mind. I know what it is on the Lifestealer. Yeah. Okay. So the fact that EG is being so active right now with Lifesteal, like he's not even looking for infest targets or anything like that. He showed up to kill the mid lane whenever Thompson was on the run. He's pushing up top. He's able to take that tower. It's kind of putting OG in a weird spot because they don't feel any lane is comfortable right now. Like Seb has been able to successfully take down the bot tier 1, but now Monkey King and Troll Warlord are kind of wondering, like they're competing over farm almost, and now Thompson has to create some room.
Somehow try to break down the trees. Thompson's already moving around too much. In fact, he's going to commit for this. He has Seb and Jerax with him. The boundary strike onto the 2 of them. They'll pick up the 3 bounty runes so far. OG getting the bounty rune advantage. We'll see if they can find kills as well. They get the hold down onto Doom, but Doom, he's got the ult available. He turns straight away onto the Monkey King. Thompson's got to back away. S4 in with the 2-man Dream Coil. No-Tail and Seb in trouble. Seb cannot kill off Crit. Seb's dead, and so's No-Tail. They get the 2 supports. Arteezy in the river is able to finish off Thompson with the Doom down upon him. Thompson had nothing else to throw into the fight. As OG, they just end up throwing 3 of their lives away. Looking for that fight. Thompson wanting to commit, and it's always a dangerous place. They're close to the shrine. You know that a counterplay is going to come in, especially with how EG's been playing so far today. And they sort of pushed their bets. OG, they tried to go for that, and it didn't end up working. EG more than ready to respond.
Yeah, it's a rough 10-minute bounty rune fight, and Lifesteal was able to participate in nearly all of that, so he gets a ton of experience as well. It's oftentimes on the shoulders of Ana that OG is like, okay, we're fine as long as Ana is being able to farm up. But it's not going to be as easy on a Troll Warlord. Again, like in Game 1 we saw that Topson was not really able to assist Ana in damage dealing. And so a few deaths here and there on a Monkey King, that can start really holding back your carry potential.
Especially when it's this Troll that is going for the Battle Fury, you're playing for the farm, trying your best to keep up with this Midas Lifestealer. Samael, run down, will be there onto Jags, does manage to dodge the stun, goes for the false promise upon himself, and with the heals from the Shrine being doubled up, he won't die, Jags will survive. And Seb, from that bottom lane to the mid lane, he's just prioritizing, taking objectives, getting the pressure on, forcing some sort of a reaction from EG. That will be the case. Samael and Arteezy, seeing if they can catch out No-Tail. No-Tail with the Firefly is able to get himself out of vision into the pit and over back towards the jungle. They can't slow him down, they can't catch him. Samael will be able to get a very juicy rune for himself, though, regen rune into the bottle for the Leshrac.
And this is when the 5-position Battle Rider really starts suffering, because normally you have a position 5 who's, level 4. They can at least be marginally useful with some sort of crowd control. Really all No-Tail provides is an irritating slow/turn speed modification, and then he can kind of cut waves and not really care too much if he dies for it. But he's not level 6 yet, he's not even level 5 yet, and so OG are attempting to make these moves, but they can't really threaten EG. It's more of a bluff.
EG will make sure that OG do stop beating down on the middle tower. Arteezy is continuing to do an impeccable job of finding the right places to be. Always in a position where he's getting this lane farm, and OG aren't making plays against him. They're moving into the jungle of EG, but they won't find Arteezy's Lifestealer. He's elsewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see if they find anything at all. Doesn't look like it. EG, again, incredibly prepared for each attempt from OG. They're grouped up around the tier 1. If you're OG, you're very unlikely to get on top of any of these members of EG without losing the trade yourselves. They are going to try, at least moving forward with the Oracle. Jax will get a deep ward down. Going to move towards this tier 1. Another ward down as well. Will be under that sentry though from EG.
The thing is, Vision hasn't really been holding them back, because they have Hawk, and it hasn't really been like, oh, okay, now that we have really aggressive wards, now we'll be able to find Lifesteal or something like that. Really, the problem is, like you said, like, how do you even start to kill these EG heroes without a roar to really initiate things? It's not easy. There's no open wounds.
Up top, I mean, Arteezy bully baiting Topson in there, saying, please hit me, please get the Jingu Mastery stacks up. Topson, he absolutely fell for it. He went straight for the kill. Response is there. I mean, that, you sort of look at that from an outsider, that's a very obvious bait from Arteezy, but Topson falls for it.
At the minimum, OG are able to claim a bot tier 2, but I really don't like Topson having to give up his life like this, because, I mean, maybe they have a grand plan, but I feel like that's what really held them back in Game 1, is just the fact that Topson was tossing his life away, and while Ana was being able to get a lot out of it, and, in this situation, OG are able to take bot tier 2, as they get a roar on Bane.
They do. The Fly, he's still alive. I mean, he's able to brain sap the ball, but he's not even going to die. That's a roar expended on a support that you don't even kill. And EG, they've got the Dream Card down onto the two of them. S4 heads in, and as they're on the high ground, so EG do have to be a little careful. They do not have Arteezy for this fight. Samael being focused, the roots down onto the two of them. Samael will actually get, fortunately, flame broken back to safety as he's now underneath the tier 1 tower. Light turns for the Fiend's Grip attempt out, but they have the damage followed to kill that Beastmaster. I love the bounces and the shockwave. Samael and Crypt working in harmony there to follow up the Fiend's Grip, get the kill onto Seb. There's the stun as well, out onto this Stroll, who has been saved for now by the false promise, but he's taking heavy damage. He's surely going to pop after it ends as the blast comes in. Up to the high ground they go. A double kill for Crypt, as himself with that shockwave throwing it out numerous times in the fight, getting those 2 kills. Really nice play there from EG as a whole. And mid lane Arteezy, he's just going to casually walk away. There's not anything that these 2 heroes can do about it.
This is one of the rare situations that you are okay dooming the main carry whenever there's an Oracle on the team. Because the cheese here is that you're able to activate Battle Trance and you'll survive after the False Premise ends. But if you're doomed the whole time, you will not be able to cast your ultimate as a Troll Warlord. So this is a fantastic situation for a Doom to be in. Because much as we saw in the previous game, Oracle was not able to do very much dealing with Global Silence, and here he will be able to get his spells off, but even then, being effective with them is a whole different story.
It's definitely hard. 16 minutes in, 16 to 4, 5k lead for EG. Game 1 was close for the most part. Got to a point where EG lost 2 racks, and then we were able to take the game. Power of Arteezy. This time around, this game 2, EG certainly feels like they're taking over that a little bit earlier. This game is going to be a hard climb for OG to really get their cores back into the game. The lead that EG has very early on.
Yeah, and unlike last game, OG do not have like a Magnus in power to really help bring people up to speed. They're pretty much having to rely on their farming capabilities. Like Ana, he's going for a Battle Fury, so at least that'll help out somewhat, but Arteezy's much closer to his Radiance than he really should be. But you know, he's been playing it very, very carefully. He's been participating in kills, and hasn't died a single time. 1-0-1.
He really hasn't. Bottom makes him out. Ana does have the battle chance. Will turn. Smell has already used the Yules, but keeps himself at a distance. He's gonna die. Ana will go down and return. So they get the 1-for-1. Crit being focused by Seb. S4's there on the side though. S4, he's got this DD rune. He's punching quite nicely. The stacks will be built up. Phase shift gonna be used early. Has the silence to stop the boundless, but it doesn't matter. OG, they'll pick up the kills. Seb's in with the double, and this time they do outnumber EG.
Very well played by OG. I think Leshrac was expecting the Doom to help him. Unfortunately, Beastmaster showed up, roared the Doom, and he was like, no, you're not finishing off my Battle Trance Troll Warlord. And Leshrac's like, kinda need another hero to tank this Battle Trance for me, but no one was showing up, and OG quickly converged on the location.
And worth mentioning, of course, both teams having a core rushing for that Radiance. Arteezy very close to his. Topson with the Monkey King build, going for the phase into Radiance.
Okay.
Something that we have seen before. Does allow sort of this hero that you're going to imagine is going to be on the front lines the most of the time to just have that extra sort of burn, that extra farm potential.
Right, even just with the Wukong's command.
Exactly, but the reach of the burn.
It's immense.
Everybody's going to be on fire. Hit EG. To push back, take this tier 1 mid. Ana, Battle Fury timing, 18 minutes in. It's there.
And the thing is, with a Monkey King Radiance, it doesn't necessarily need to be a farming item, because if it was like a Troll Battle Fury and then like a Monkey King Battle Fury, that's very concerning, because EG are going to start pressing the issue before those heroes will have time to be like, oh, you know, we'll farm up in the jungle and take advantage of our Radiances or Battle Furies or whatever. Monkey King can use his to fight with very effectively, and again, buy more time for Ana has consistently been the name of the game for OG.
Thompson. Prowl for anyone who dares step out.
S4 steps out.
It's there, onto the puck. S4's gone. OG getting these.
Oh, here are the chat wheels. Where's this OG been?
They're getting back in. The hotkeys are working once again.
Yeah, they were suspiciously quiet. Last basically like 40 minutes of game time that we've seen them in game 1, and now this game, it's been all quiet, but you know, they're starting to get their groove back a little bit. Only 1k net worth disadvantage, despite the kill score not looking as much in their favor. They're still doing a good job at farming up on their cores.
Big Iron time is continued. 19.5 minutes in, Radiance is done for the Lifestealer. Seb's got his Necro Book level 2. I only imagine with the way things are going, Topson is also going to have his Radiance at a very comparable timing to Arteezy's Lifestealer. Must be pretty soon around the corner.
Yeah, he's about to have the relic completed in 800 gold, and he already bought out the recipe.
To the
20 minutes
Tell
fight.
them about they cover an S4. He's going to put the coil onto 2. They get the silence, the doom, the grip, everything onto Anna. The false promise is there from Jax. Trying to do his best to keep this troll warlord safe. EG, they will continue to chase forward. Crit leading in with the scorched earth. They're on top of the troll. Anna is gone. Jax as well will fall.
He's doomed, man. This poor troll warlord. Although, I actually don't even know if that was a better fight than the last time they tried to fight on the EG high ground for the bounty rune. The true test if OG can actually win this game is if they are able to bully EG out of their own shrine rune. But so far, not going to be the case. Troll goes down, Oracle goes down, and No-Tail has to solo defend, but I don't really think it's going to happen.
EG, they're seeing if they can get a catch on anyone else, but Seb, he's out there at a distance. Thompson, he's the one they really need to start turning up, and he will do now. He's got the Radiant Stun, he's immediately TPing over to the Shrine. He's trying to get himself straight in, but Sumail was prepared for the stun. Thompson does get the Wukong's command down, but they've lost No-Tail on the path. Thompson, he's sticking down low. Jarex is trying to keep him alive with the magic immunity, but Arteezy is on top of him with the right clicks. Thompson, he's running. Seb's there, slowing down Arteezy at least with the boar and such. Arteezy will be held away from Thompson. Thompson's still alive for now. He's ticking down low to the Spirit Vessel, but Jarex is there to keep him safe. Back in OG's jungle, Anna, he's being focused. The coil's down onto Jarex. Jarex silenced as well. The waiting wrist out, but Anna's going to work on the puck. The puck's dead for OG. They've lost 3 in total. It's looking like it's going to be another as well as Anna held down. Triple kill for Fly. Thompson does manage to pick off the kill onto Sumail after the fight ends, and will be able to jump away on a slither of HP. Does escape, but OG losing the 3 heroes. They do get 2 cores nonetheless. Thompson, with the greed, jumps down to the lane, does get hit by the Spirit Vessel. I don't think it'll be quite enough to finish him off. Will be fine, does manage to get away, but playing on the edge there, Thompson.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
OG, they, again, like, the initiation is just so peculiar. So Seb this time roared out the Doom, which is understandable. Doom was on the low ground, meanwhile the rest of EG were on the high ground. But the problem is that Thompson took way too much burst damage. After Sumail read that TP was going to come in on the Shrine, he was prepped for the Monkey King to show up, and then Thompson just had to spend the entire fight running around while getting Spirit Vesseled the entire time, so couldn't even really take advantage of his tree dance, and Oracle needed to help out the Monkey King. Ana did what he could with the Battle Trance, but he needs the rest of his team. No matter what stage of the game, a troll needs the rest of his team to be useful, and just despite it being on OG side of the map, they weren't prepared. Still signs of life, though. More so than what we saw in like the first 15 minutes of the game.
Oh, for sure. Thompson, after the Radiance, going for the Manta. Make sure that he can make the most out of the Radiance with those Manta illusions. Also having those ways to outplay some of the point target spells, some of the silences available on EG's lineup.
And hopefully purge off that Spirit Vessel also, so that Oracle doesn't have to be like, okay, I'll help you.
Because ideally OG want to have the focus of Jarex being there for Anna's troll.
Beastmaster.
Well said. This last game, some of the cores of OG getting caught out. Keep finding these kills up top. No-Tail is going to go for the lasso onto Arteezy. The grip is there from Fly onto No-Tail. No-Tail has Jarex, Anna, and Thompson as No-Tail says, I've got new friends now. As Fly is dead. To the Bane.
So that's the advantage of a 5-position Batrider. You saw Bane was just like, I will turn around and nightmare you. But unfortunately that turn speed so molasses slow and not able to get it off, although it is just a support kill. But they're at least intimidating EG to an extent, whereas in the previous game, whenever EG started getting going, it was very difficult for OG to put the fear inside of EG, because Fly was just able to get the most luxury global silences as necessary, whereas this time, I think EG are going to have to put in a little bit more work to outplay OG, especially this Monkey King. Thompson is just being so slippery.
Sumail. There's the Invis rune he is. Who does he have nearby? He has the Doom in the neighborhood. Finds the lead in with the stun, allows Crit to close the gap with the Doom, and this is Troll all alone. The Invis rune allowing that setup. They even get Jarex as well. Straight up onto the high ground, EG find 2.
Let's see if they can put a lock on all 4 of these bounty runes, because bottom one probably won't be contested. Problem is, Thompson is starting to push out bot lane, and he's going to make his way to the tier 3 tower, so someone has to come defend it. It's going to be Doom. And actually, instead of going for runes, they're going for Roche.
Okay.
Or maybe a little bit of both.
We'll see. Fly at least head out the pit up to the high ground to grab one of the bounties. Elsewhere, Seb takes one.
Okay, they stopped going for rush. I was like, that doesn't seem
It's a little
easy.
scary, especially when there's a Monkey King still alive.
Right.
Radiance, Wukong's command. Can be a little tricks to fight around in those close confined positions, such as the Roche pit.
Yeah, thankfully they have some ways of finding him. The illusory orb is an amazing resource to find a Monkey King hiding in the trees. We got a smoke up on OG.
See if Notel can find a grab. Of course, as a support baddie,
He
he's
does not
relying
have a
on
blink
a
dagger.
Tranquils and a wind lace to close the game.
Oh, and he killed a ward, so his triangles are broken also.
OG. I mean, both lineups can take this Roche. Both teams, of course, not wanting to let any chance of their opponents getting a hand on it. They know that either side is going to be after this for now.
Is under attack.
ZG have the high ground. OG sending Jags forward. Smoke's going to wear off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're trying to get the wraparound. Notel still looking for an angle to find a lasso from the trees. He does manage to find it. Hesfall instantly reacts. Silence and coil down. Notel's going to be saved though. False promise are there for Jarek. That's Samael dead. They're moving the Wukong's command down, burning all of EG. Fly surely will fall, and he does. That's a Bane dead as well. They lose Notel, but they get 2 kills. Anna's in on the front line. He's trying with the ult, but that's him dead gone. They didn't have to save for him because Jarex had to save Notel earlier, and now Jarex has been left alone. EG will strike back hard. As Seb falling down, he's gone. OG will lose the fight. As OG making that aggressive move, but EG quick with the response once again. Samael, no hesitation with the buyback. They know that they're fighting on an area of the map where they will have that map position advantage. They know if they get that fight, they are going to get Roshan, and it certainly looks like they'll do so with ease. Into the pit they are. OG, they had 3 dead. Only Notel and Thompson alive. We'll see if they go for any funny business in terms of trying to steal the Aegis or the kill, but Prince on the hunt. Notel at
He cut down all the
edge.
trees, so Thompson isn't even like a possibility at this point. Not that it was going to happen. But yeah, Notel trying his best. He's just going to cut the wave now. That's the kind of initiation that OG needed, and I don't blame them for going to a high ground fight, as the Aegis will go the way of Leshrac, because you have a Monkey King, you have a Bat Rider, you have Hawk. You have so much of a vision advantage that EG respected it. They were like, okay, no, we're not going to stay near the river. We're going to back off a little bit. And Lasso came back, but Lasso came on the Leshrac, but quick reactions from S4 to keep Notel in position so he can't drag that Leshrac down. And he's basically saying you have to fight on our high ground. And so EG were able to buy back on the Leshrac, finish him off, and it's just too much to ask from one Oracle to save 4 different heroes.
Because you always know there's a big chance that the fight's going to go down south if your Oracle is having to save, or at least decides to keep the bat alive, this position 5 bat.
Exactly.
When you have this Troll and Monkey King that they're going to be on the front lines. As soon as the bat's been false promised, you've got to be so careful about how you continue that fight, and OG, they just weren't. Anoaz heading in, fighting past that high ground area towards the tier 2 on the top lane of EG. It was always going to be a fight where they are going to get pincered in by EG. EG taking the fight, taking the objectives. Tier 2 tower in the top lane getting pressured now as well. As EG maintain that advantage. 30-13, 7k lead, 28 minutes in.
And again, the itemization has just been really on point for EG. It's going to be Aeon Disc on the Leshrac, so even though he got bursted really quickly with that lasso in the previous fight, that's not going to be a possibility afterwards. So he's prepared. And yet again, Arteezy on a perfect game. 3-0-10 right now on this life steal. He was chilling inside of Crit, who has a Blink Dagger and a Centaur Stomp.
And there we have it. In they go. They found Anna. Anna does have the back of Jarex. False promise will come in. They have the low sail lasso too. Dragging down one. Beast Grip holding Anna in place though will mean he'll surely pop after the false promise. There's no escape for him. Anna will buy back. Samael diving the tower here. Finishes off Jarex's Oracle, and Samael, he's even keeping that Aegis safe. It won't need to be expended for now. He'll run back in. He doesn't care if he dies. 2 buybacks have come out from OG, but EG, they're still keeping the fight going very well in their half. Seb falling down as the Spirit Vessel. S4 jumps in. Seb has to get back to the side of Boundless Strike, comes down onto the 3 of them though, and that's finished up 2. Double kill for Anna as he has the damage to follow up. Flies in trouble as the slows there from Thompson. 3 are dead on EG. This time it's OG with the buyback, swinging the situation around.
There we go. This is what I want to see. All right, Monkey King finally entering the game. What a boundless strike on 3 of those heroes. And Leshrac, he was doing laps, and it looked good. I mean, with his BOT move speed, but he needed to die because he was completely out of mana, so he joined back into the fight. Problem is, it was a little bit too close to the shrine, so buyback on the Oracle and buyback on the Troll Warlord, which are expensive buybacks, but remember that Leshrac himself bought back, which is why he's dead for another minute after that
It's a long
fight
time.
ends.
And OG's got good push. They have this Beastmaster set with the Necro books. It's ready to run down lane.
And 2 siege creeps in the mid lane as well. You got the Vlads. This is going to start getting very, very dangerous.
They're going to be up to the high ground here. Tier 3 is certainly in danger. Maybe the racks as well. Fortification will be popped by EG. OG.
They don't have like any way of clear sight from the puck.
Take this tier 3 tower, S4. Trying his best to burst them back. Boundless strikes out. Thompson, he's jumping straight in, looking towards Fly. Crits in with the stomp. And the Infernal Blades. Dream Core's there onto the 3 of them. But OG, they have the Wukong's command out from Thompson, making it very hard for S4 to get in. Jump in from Seb. The roars out onto the puck, but do they have the damage? He's got the Necro books on him with the Fate Shift. He's still alive on the puck. S4 will stay safe. But OG got what they came for. They got the full set of racks in the middle lane, and they back out without losing anybody.
Yeah, just be happy with that. No-Tail actually ended up lassoing the puck, otherwise that would have been, lassoing the puck's Lincolns, and otherwise that would have been even worse for EG, but they're able to get out cleanly, and that roar on the puck seemed a bit optimistic, but thankfully OG back off, disciplined. And what a turnaround. They're still down in net worth, they're still down in kills.
They got a racks.
They got a racks, and freaking OG doesn't even have tier 2 towers claimed yet.
Yeah, they're sort of overall half of the map still looking well fortified and defended with the towers they have up.
Even game 1, game 2, like, it doesn't really seem clear which team has an advantage at any given moment. They're just toying with each other, it seems. But right now, it does seem like OG have got a good handle on things, and No-Tail is starting to become more and more useful with his 5-position Batrider. Still has not gotten a Blink Dagger yet. But I don't really know if that's his plan anyway. He's got a drum completed. He just needs to be a threat. I mean, Puck had to build a Lincolns for the Roar and a 5-position Batrider.
It's top lane, No-Tail. Looking towards RTZ, Thompson and 7. Now around. A little too far for them to chase. EG more than prepared. S4 TP'd over to be the helping hand to give RTZ that safety.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Some out. Space down bottom will be there for him. Pushing out, just trying to get that Shiva's Guard complete plate melt. 1400 towards the Mystic Star for the recipe.
I'm actually pretty curious what RTZ is going to go for his 25. A lot of times, Lifestealer's 25 is a huge spike, because 2 seconds on Rage is great. This game, not really that useful. But also the feast damage doesn't seem particularly useful either. I don't know. Oh, okay, actually Ana has gone for a Satanic, so it is pretty nice. There's a lot of HP that you can feast off of. But we'll see what his plan is.
RTZ with that AC. Basher, he certainly hits hard.
But how much harder can he hit? He's approaching 6-slotted status. He's going for the Abyssal Blade next, so definitely going to help out.
Radiant
Of course, worth noting, once again, it is another match where RTZ is yet to die.
Dire are scanning.
Flawless showing so far on the Lifestealer. Like we've seen many times today from RTZ.
Dire scan scopes out the smoke. We are immediately going to migrate north. But they don't leave Oracle behind, though.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, they see pings. They see this Oracle.
RTZ, he's found Jerax. Straight on him, as you say, getting that wraparound onto that key support that OG need to allow their cause to fight. Jerax gone for 70. Perfect way for EG to open up potential to find more, and they're looking for it.
Oh, and Crit's creeping on Ana.
He has Doom available, and he certainly will drop it if he can. The fog will come into play as Ana.
The rest of the team is converging. I don't know if Ana will feel safe TPing at any point.
Yeah, can even... Is there any chance of this? Thompson does find the Wukong command down to Fly.
Ana's...
But this is certainly the bigger catch. Getting this troll, Ana alone. RTZ comes in for a bit of the glory, XP and gold. And Ana is dead. 100 seconds, no troll, no buyback.
Yeah, that's rough. That's extremely rough because Roche has potential to respawn in 20 seconds. Lasso on the Lifestealer. But into what?
Yeah.
Taking him on a little test drive.
That definitely was a lasso for what?
You want to go on this side of the map?
I mean,
I'll take you.
Maybe he's in today, you know, time down and I go, hey, go out there. What's he doing? No time.
Sometimes it just feels good to be able to lasso Lifestealer because those opportunities don't often come.
Sure. I mean, we say you got to hold back the emotion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, Jerax is sponsored by OpenAI. He's og.jerax.ai. He's playing like a robot. But it's smart robot.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Careful. Courier's dead.
Okay.
That's full. He'll take it.
Change your wolves on that.
There was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was nothing. But still, it's a courier.
It's a courier.
It's about sending a message. Oh, gee, they can't send themselves either.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Tops him.
under attack.
Skadi's done. 200 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. Goes with the Skadi, very nice as well. Get the balance, the Wukong's out. You're going to be slowing down a lot of people, especially through that magic community, through that rage. It's nice. It slows. Can come into play. Make that a little harder for RTC to lock down on a target.
EG trying to establish control before this next Roche comes up. Start planning some aggressive wards in the northern jungle. See if they can find a pickoff.
This wraparound could be pretty painful for OG. Tail. Fireflies forward, S4.
Knows.
He's got Arteezy inside him, jump forward, they get the call out onto the turn and the bashes are out. Jerax is dead. Wukong's command will be there towards the mid to try and separate the fight. They'll go for the roar out onto Arteezy, but Arteezy still with S4 there, good to go. Arteezy does get knocked up to the high ground with a flame break, so he cannot get back into the engagement.
It may have been a good thing because Troll just TP'd into that shrine.
They'll go for the rage TP out, and he's away. There's nothing to cancel him. Lasso's not back, and neither is the roar.
Yeah, if he was actually able to get out, he would have caught a face full of honest Troll Warlord, who is now on the run. They want to fight.
Sumail, just get the lightning slow onto No-Tail.
They really just don't want to give up this half of the map, because as soon as they go on their side of the river, OG's like, sweet, it's our chance to start establishing some vision before the next Roche. So really, EG are just kind of bullying them. No, you're not allowed to know what's going on over here. You just stick to your half of the map.
Certainly feel that, and it always feels strange. It's sort of like the game one, you know, OG game one, they took 2 racks, but it didn't really feel like that changed much. I mean, this game sure is not 2 racks, but it's still a set of racks, but you don't really feel any sort of implication of them taking that racks. E.g., they're holding the map, holding their positions, holding the control of the overall game in a manner that feels like that racks doesn't mean anything. Not easy. He rages, so there's no instant follow-up after the lasso, but of course the roar will still be there through the magic immunity. Arteezy, can he run himself away? Jumps into Sumail. Crit's going to be jumping in on the front line.
What a centaur stomp.
As Crit will happily die for this. He got Arteezy out safely. He's going to take a long time to get brought down. In fact, Sumail, S4, the coil, he's onto the forward, the silence as well. Arteezy's on the front lines. He's ripping them apart. 3 dead on OG. Anna, they're trying to fight back, but Arteezy is a triple. It's an ultra. As S4 turning back in, Crit dies, but he is more than happy to sacrifice himself for that one. Going in with the Doom, allowing Arteezy to back up, get inside S4. Arteezy's like, take me home. S4 says, you know what, mate, we're fighting this. Straight back in, he goes on the puck, 4-man Dream Coil. Bibbity bobbity, everybody's dead.
I want everyone who was crit lulling whenever Gods and Kyle were going to bat for him being a top 5 player to reevaluate what just happened with Doom making an amazing maneuver. What a centaur stomp, buying enough time for EG to disengage, and like you said, what was it, bip bop boom, something like that?
Bibbity bob is the Cinderella, right?
Couldn't say it better myself.
Dire's top tower is under
And that's a tier 3 tower, S4. He's a puck. Doesn't care, he's taking towers.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's got a lot of money now. He's banked 4,500 gold. Can start working on those Dagons, get a bit of burst damage on himself, and now they can push in EG, OG. They've got 3 dead. There's a couple of buybacks there, but Tops and Anna will be sure they don't want to use them. They're very soon to be back in the game. They will lose racks because of it. Top lane, that's full set of racks gone. EG take it.
But they haven't claimed any tiers 2s yet, so, well, aside from the top lane, so not being able to claim much more than that. So they are now even with Rex, however, they are 19k net worth up right now.
lead. Quite an incredible one for EG.
Has fallen.
They want to keep pushing it. Take that mid tier 2. Still have time on these Sages. Still have plenty of time left on the Sages.
So it's just a very hard game for OG to recover now. Sure, they've now lost to Rax, which some of the EG had lost earlier, but as you say, the difference in farm.
Yeah, just the solutions to be able to kill a Lifestealer are just becoming near impossible. Like, the Lincolns are going to be consistently placed onto the Lifestealer. He himself has that Abyssal Blade completed, so he's got damage block on deck. He's got the Aegis. And he ended up going for that Rage Lifestealer, Rage duration, because it may not be about the magic community as now Lasso.
Crit.
Okay.
He should die this time. They get their revenge, they drag him in, the full 5-man of OG beats down upon Crit, and he's dead.
And all things considered, the Doom is very important. Like I said, being able to Doom the Troll so he can't battle trance is instrumental to these successes. And Seb and the rest of OG want to again take heavy advantage of this. But Sumail's going to cut the wave, not going to give them an avenue. And what else is there to claim in the mid lane? Mid lane you already took over. Sumail's scanned out, but this man has BOTs at 550 move speed with his Yules and Kayasha.
I mean, Thompson's jumping through
this man just
trying
bulldozing waves.
No tell, he is there with the wraparound. Sumail, I don't think there's any play that he can use to get himself out of this. Is Sumail?
Oh, he cheeses it. All right.
And does use the cheese here. Could have argued that it would be better to be saved, as there's no way that he's fighting back through these. Even with the lifesteal from that Octarine, it's not nearly enough.
To an extent, I would say he did his job, but now he's dead for 90 seconds. So you bought time for the Doom to respawn, but now your Leshrack's dead, so perhaps a bit overzealous as now Puck.
Does have Arteezy inside him, but won't want to jump out for that play on Ana. Too close to the base, they know that OG's going to have backup. They have the whole squad alive.
Yeah, and Bot Shrine is still up and running for OG. Huh. Well, initially it seemed like things were hunky-dory for EG. Now there's a little speed bump.
Did get shaken up a little bit there. Those last few minutes. Really alright after the lead that they have.
Yeah.
As we've seen it swing back and forward already a few times this game, still very much in the ballpark of EG. But OG certainly showing. They will, you cannot slip up. EG, they cannot get comfortable. They've got to keep playing at the level that they've been bringing so far today. No hesitation, no degradation on the level that they're at. They have to keep it up.
Alright, so what 25s do we have on deck? I already mentioned the Rage duration taken by Lifestealer, as he probably just wants the attack speed. Leshrack goes for the Edict explosions, as to be expected. Well, that may need to be put on hold as they find out.
Oh, they do. That's a big one to find.
No buyback.
Out alone. It really does feel like it's been a bit of a story for the cause of OG this series.
Just gonna march down mid.
Yeah. 90 seconds, no Troll Warlord.
And that, he doesn't have it because of gold. He doesn't have it because, it's not because he bought back previously. He's down 1.7k gold from being able to buy back. So, that's not good.
That's not good for OG. Ana didn't do the maths.
Why?
Doesn't have an accountant. Fly.
Oh, well, Seb's stalling, I suppose. A lot of people, they really want to kill this Beastmaster.
Seb does have buyback, so... As you said, brings the back, still on the mid lane though. Crit and Arteezy, they're trying to go for this. The lasso will be there, onto Arteezy, holding him down. He'll be able to get himself out of the Wukong's command.
See, EG want a troll buyback right now. They don't know that he doesn't have it. They're just like, any second
I mean, they're going to realize that if he's not buying back, then it's time to just go. Thompson, BKB popped, he's pulling away the creeps in the mid lane, trying to do his best to make sure that EG don't have the creeps to siege the base with.
It's kind of working, as they have not taken tier 3. It's just Arteezy, and he's still waiting. He's like, Troll's gonna buy back and kill me any second now.
There's another creep wave coming in. You can see Thompson, he was trying to get the illusions there in time with the Radiance, but they weren't close enough to the wave. So the wave gets in. There's still one range creep alive. That's all they need to take down that backdoor protection. Seb knows he's got to get back in. With the creeps coming in, he'll buy back on the Beastmaster. That will now push EG back.
And no Troll having to do anything the entire time. Not that he could have, but he ended up not doing it. OG are so good at this. I distinctly remember a TI game where No Tail on his Chen was able to cut a creep wave and basically save an entire game. A game-winning creep wave from finishing off his Ancient.
Oh, Sumail's TP back up to the Shrine. He's got the catch out onto Thompson. The Yule's into the stun. Sumail, he's going for the play here. He has the backup of Fly 2. Thompson, can he run away? No, S4. In with the Dream Core. Thompson bursted down with the BKB that he already used earlier to cut the creeps in mid. It wasn't ready to pop again. Thompson's gone.
He has buyback though, so not all hope is lost. Really, OG are just trying to cut the waves as frequently as possible, keep EG as away from their ancient as possible, and they're buying time. I don't know what the end game is necessarily. They're still going down net worth consistently. You know, they've had to spend the Beastmaster buyback earlier, but they're still in the game, and I think that's all they care about.
For now, at least. But it definitely feels like we're getting up to that final attempt from OG. Holding on against this power that EG's bringing. 25k lead. There's the buyback. OG, they've smoked up behind Ana. Ana, BKB is going to be popped very early. EG easily able to just kite that one out, wait for it.
Now this double siege creep wave is gonna end up not being able to do very much.
Gotta watch for the initiations of the S4 crit. One of them finds that.
I don't even think this is because
jump.
EG are like playing like very, very cautiously. I think it's really just OG are making EG work for it extremely hard.
Just at every attempt, cutting creep waves, split pushing out the map, making it as hard as possible for EG to feel that they're in a position to race to the high ground. Bottom lane, Samael. Look for tops, and this time BKB and TP are there. He's gone. Does mean that is a Monkey King without a BKB for a push if it comes in within the next minute.
And he also hit 25, went for the command ring AoE, which definitely makes sense with the Radiance.
ZG, they feel comfortable enough to make a jump now. They may feel that they don't. Not too pressured to do so.
Man, on a super far out, this man is so incredibly
And S4's in. Jump, Abyssal Blade, Dream Core, down onto Sep, saves there from Jerax, False Promises out, Sep will be fine for now, he's taking a lot of damage though. So may still pop after it all, he's able to blink back with the safety of the False Promise, the damage will explode.
These Edict explosions just chewing through this tower.
Here's the push from EG. Still being a little careful, just having Arteezy on the front line, they don't need to put anyone else out there, they sit behind the Lifestealer. They play reactive, ready for anything that's thrown this way of Arteezy, but it's hard for OG to do so without Seb's Beastmaster for 100 seconds. Of course, his buyback still on cooldown for 5 minutes. OG, they've got to do their best to try and hold 4v5, but it's going to be ever so hard. Thompson tries to go and get the BKB out with the Fiend Script. Arteezy as well with the right clicks. That's going to be a dead Thompson Monkey King for 2 minutes. Ana moves in with the BKB, the battle chance as well. He's doing a lot to bring down Arteezy. The Nightmare. Then inside of the hero as he goes. Arteezy's fine, jumps back out. He'll survive. Ana's in trouble. Samael diving in, fly as well. Samael gets the double. Jags, he's out of the game as well. OG falling left, right, and center. GG is called. EG, they take the game, they take the series. They come out as the true winners today, EG. A fantastic day one for them here at the Disneyland MDL Major.
Amazing, amazing from Fly with that nightmare save at the end.